Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our midday live broadcast. And for those of you that like being first, and that's why you come to these, uh, over the last 2 months, we've been talking to everybody about how important it is to communicate with your prospects quite often. And we talked about the importance of posting, because what you post and share builds rapport with your prospects without talking to them. Let me Okay. So what I've done, for those of you that are in boot camp, and Nick, working with your group, has really, and working with a couple of other my coaching students, has really motivated me to do this. So what we're going to be putting in boot camp is there's going to be a folder that you'll just be able to download the whole folder. And in it, will be all kinds of static motivating messages, and these run a whole potpourri of different types of messages, and these are strictly copy and paste. And this is a wide range of things. A lot of Anthony Robbins stuff. Stop trying to fit in when you were born to stand out. Note to yourself, you're awesome. Do it right the first time. If it's important for you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. So there are all kinds of things that you'll all be able to just download. If something doesn't seem right, it's probably isn't. Listen to your intuition. Life is too short. Buy the shoes. There's a wide range of stuff, and I'm going to be putting another one up that's going to be filled with gifts. This way, it's going to speed up the process for everybody. All right, now let me pop out of here. And again, coming over here to LinkedIn, this is one of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight. First, post something. And let's post a moving image. All right. If your actions inspire others to learn more, you're a leader. Now, from here, we post it. Now, come down here. I'm going to share a little trick with you. Open up two pages. So here we have my home page with my post. This one here, make this your network. Okay, so these are all the people that I'm connected with. And as you scroll down, you're going to see the people that are online. Okay. So we got two pages open. We go back over to where we want to post. Hit send. I want you to notice something. Look at the order here. Come back over here. It all comes down to recency. All right, so we want to send Brian. All right, now what happens when you do this? And you're going to pick 10. You want to send it to somebody and they're not there, type in their name. And then send it. They all go out separately. Okay, now so this is what it looks like. When you send a message like this to someone, they're going to see your picture. They're going to see part of your headline. And it gives you even more credibility with people. At the end of the day, it's all about conversation. Who are you looking for? Okay. You can react and you can talk to as many people as you want. At the end of the day, it's always going to come down to conversation. So let me log out of my account. I have a couple of coaching students here that are having conversations and they want a little assistance. So you all get to all right. So let's look at who's Tiffany's talking to.
Hello,
Hello, who are you looking at?
Gilbert, Gilbert.
Okay. You know, that reminds me, before I forget. Let me log out of here for just a minute. Now, let me come over here. Joel. Now we change this picture. Let me come over here. Now, the first year that I worked with Joel, he was building a network marketing business. First month, I think he signed up 18 people. The guy is phenomenal when it comes to sales. So we come to the message here. So a year later, he comes back, and now what he wants to do is he's looking to sign up insurance agents. Okay, so now it's all about if you know who you're looking for. That's what it's all about. So we came up with some interesting holidays around Thanksgiving. So November, he decided. Wait, what happened? Was it earlier than that? I guess it was. Time flies when you're having fun. Anyway, he was going after insurance agents. And he had a goal of 100 agents in 2 months, November and December. And so we wrote up scripts specifically for who he's looking for. Separate icebreaker. And anyway, he did it. And I thought I had some of the actual stuff, but I don't. So if you know who you're looking for specifically, you can find them. You can search for them by their profession, You can search for them by their skills. Transcend a number of professions. So let's take a look at Gilbert. First and foremost, okay, so he's a store manager at Bed Bath & Beyond. 30 years. All right, now first and foremost, you all have to understand who you're talking to. Bed Bath & Beyond. This man is, if this man isn't getting 20 to 50 connection requests every day from people that are trying to sell him something, he's not getting one. Now, you come down here, store manager, retail sales, strong sales professional. So 3 weeks ago, he posted, I'm looking for a new role. Think about it. This man has worked Bed Bath & Beyond for almost 15 years. Now, the question is the store still open or is it closed? Do you know that?
No.
Okay. But look, prior to that, he spent 8 years with another retail store. So he's been in retail. Now, Albert Einstein has a great quote where he talks about the insanity of doing the same things over and over and over again. Whenever you're talking to somebody that's been in retail sales, what in management, they build teams, make the stockholders, the owners money, and when they go from one store to another, that's what they do. The biggest challenge you have is that a lot of them have a negative attitude about network marketing. So you reached out to him at the beginning of July. I don't remember how long I've been on it. Now remember that people don't necessarily always write back. The important thing is that he's on your first level. Future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. How have you been affected? So he's saying that Better Bath & Beyond will join Montgomery Ward's, Toys R Us, Sears, and all the retailers that have become, he meant, obsolete. So I prepared myself with a part-time job for the last 10 months. So I'm taking my time on the next retail job. I sent him this. Sad that so many retail stores are closing their doors. Good for you. You're able to keep yourself busy. What part-time jobs have you been doing? Insurance? Now, come back over here. The definition of insanity. And we're gonna go with an image. So whenever you're doing this, don't copy it from this page. And so you can pick this one, get it over here, or you could do this one. I like the shape of this one. Right click. You're going to save it on your computer. You'd save image as. But we could just copy it and send it to him in a text. All right. So first, so what we want to do is first, this was today. Let's paste the image in there. Now we're going to say, now what we want to find out but we don't know. How long has he been looking for a job? It's not in his profile. If you look at his profile, it says he's still working. Now, why do we want to know the answer to this question?
Know how long he's been at least out of a full-time job.
Well, yes. But why do we want to know that? You want to know that because it's all about cash flow. Now, when a store closes, let's send this. Now, why? So let's look at his. $14 years, 15 years. 23 years. So 20. So in the last 23 years, he's worked in 2 stores. Fifteen years. Why? You're here to learn about the other person.
Okay.
So remember, but we needed to know, how long has the store been closed? If the store closed last month, well, he's making up resumes, he's scheduling all kinds of appointments. But you have to understand, in 15 years, he's moved up the compensation chart, Bed Bath and Beyond. He's making nice salary. By the way, if you ever want to get a handle on salaries, salary range for retail store managers. Oh, we don't have to do that. There's one, whoops. Well, so they've got, wow. Store manager salary for Walmart. $37,000. This is Walmart in Florida, Walmart in Miami. Oh, look at this. $61,000 to $91,000. Let's go back. Bed Bath and Beyond. So we got, again, store managers. But then I saw a breakdown. Let's see if district manager. Now, how is this helpful?
You know what kind of income they need to replace?
Well, exactly, or what they're looking to make. So he was making, he could have been making $190,000 a year.
Mhm.
Well, that's $7,500 a month. And you can break it down by day. So that's the question. What's, who are we gonna look at next?
Joel, Joel, or Joel, sorry.
So we're gonna end up, when we talk to Gilbert. Why does he want to get back into retail?
Franco.
It's all he knows. It's all he knows. And believe me, he's got all kinds of people pushing network marketing on him. You have to be different. And so the question is, what does he know about network marketing? And he's got to know something. And in most cases, it's not a good impression. You got to help him with that.
Okay.
Cancer treatment went as planned, trusted the process, and hopefully I will have a long remission. What is HEB? Well, okay, so he worked at another place. Now, he's been away from the place, though, for a while. Well, one question there's going to be a series of questions that you're going to ask all these people. 20 years of management. So the question really comes down to two questions. What prompted him to get into retail management in the first place? How'd you get into this? And then, of course, the other thing is, what did you enjoy the most about your jobs? You only want to ask one question. So between the two, which one would you ask?
What did you like the most?
Bingo. Exactly right. You want to make it easy for people to answer you. And every answer that you get is going to step you a little bit closer to closing the sale. When he comes back and he tells you, and this is the answer you're looking for, I love the people. I love building teams. I love helping people learn how to set goals and accomplishment. Those are the responses that you want. And then the natural continuation would be, no wonder LinkedIn suggested we connect. Because I do those things now. That's what I do. But I'm in a different field. And he's going to want to know what it is. Then you're going to ask him, well, I'd be happy to tell you all about it. What do you know about the network marketing business model? And you may get a good answer, you may not, but the bottom line is you deal with it. So when you end up showing him the business, 9 out of 10 times they're going to sign up. They're going to do it because you've educated them along the way. Whereas everybody else in your company, as soon as they make the connection, Joe, if I could show you a way to make an extra $1,000 a week working part-time from home, would you be interested? This may or may not be for you, but I'm just throwing it out there. So what we could do is we could give him another little motivating poster. We'll take that. I kind of blocked the screen. So now we're back over here. So first we'll send that. And this was today. That's the question. Now we need to come back and make this conversation. So we're going to talk about his cancer. And now we ask the question. Now, let me just explain something to you. And this is going to be critical. Absolutely critical. The way you talk to people. You just watched it. You get ready to answer somebody. The first thing you want to do is you want to think about the question. Okay. Question is, what did you enjoy doing the most? but you always look to their last answer. Cancer treatments, when is planned? What did we say up here? He told you. How are you being affected? He's jobless. I just recently came off a leave of absence. I was having chemo treatments. I've got to focus on getting healthy. So he took a leave of absence, and while he was gone, his store, other than being jobless. So how long has he been jobless? The longer he's been jobless, the more anxious he's going to be to find another job. But what we did here, first, we're coming back again. I just came off. So I hope your cancer treatments were successful. So you can put that behind you. So we're going to come back to that again, and I guess we can take the 0. I'm so happy for you in your state of wellness. All right, now we wanted to ask the question, what did you enjoy doing the most in your retail job? But that is coming out of left field. It could be perceived as a manipulative question. Not really. But when we tie it to work, now that you're able to return to work, we're tying it to cancer. What did you enjoy doing the most during your career in retail management? He's going to be more inclined to answer this. Remember, whenever you ask a question and it's off the current subject of your conversation, person on the other end subconsciously is, why are you asking me this question? And if it ever comes up in a conversation, your response is very simple. I always ask questions. I find the best way to get to know someone in these social networks is to ask questions. You know, most of the time, people don't keep their profiles current. They don't keep it up to date. That's why I always ask people, you know, what do you do? So what is it that you enjoyed the most about working in retail? Now, if he comes back and he tells you, well, I like the merchandising. I like making displays. You know, I really like the administrative part of managing a store. Well, they still manage a store, and the stores are made up of salespeople as well as other people. But the answer you're looking for, the answer that should give you goosebumps, is when they come back and say, I love the people. I love building teams. I like, setting goals and helping people achieve those goals. I enjoy helping people be the best they can be. Those answers are priceless. Because that opens the door for you to say, no wonder LinkedIn suggested that we connect. Because that's what I do. That's what all of you do. What all of you are doing, you're not selling a product. You're not selling. Oh, look at that. Do you see how fast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If they like this stuff going home, what did you like the most during your career? Going home every day. That's what I liked the most.
How would you reply to something like that? Or do you just wait or see if he'll reply with a more serious answer?
Well, but there's all kinds of ways to do, see, this is where you have fun, okay? Going home every day. That doesn't sound like somebody that enjoyed doing what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Now, that doesn't sound during your career in retail management, going home every day. No, we don't want to judge. So. Okay, again, we're gonna have a little fun. Now, one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to use LinkedIn's GIFs, moving images. Okay, so we're going to come back up here. Rolling on the floor, laughing emoji GIF. Now, this is probably one of my favorites. Okay, another one which is newer would be this one. But this one, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, going to save the image. I knew that. So we're going to save it. Now we're going to come back over here. Okay. This is how it, all right, now. Now we can add, really? It doesn't sound like you like what you were doing. Life is too short, my friend. If you can show this person. Now, the only thing is, we still want to know, what did you like? That's not the, well, again, he's got different circumstances, okay? He left, took a leave of absence because he was sick. Now he saw this. You can have 10 of these. What's the most, how many what's the number, so you can have 5 or 6 conversations going at the same time. What's the most you've had?
What's the most conversations I have?
Well, going on simultaneously, you got 2 or 3 people that you're talking to at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot, there's like 10 of them that,
So you're talking to 10 people at the same time?
yeah,
God, I envy. Women can do that. Okay. I mean, fellas, I just want to tell you, women can do that. They are phenomenal multitaskers, especially when it comes into this medium. You just have to be careful because when he sends that, you could be typing to someone else, and when he hits a send button and it goes to your account, you're immediately going to get drawn to his message. And that's how you end up sending the message meant for Bill to someone else.
okay.
Now, he could be just clowning around, okay? But for all of you, what you're looking for is someone okay. Yeah. Served its purpose. So what? So what do you plan to do next? Now, the average network marketer would have already sent him his little, hey, if you could find a way to make an extra $1,000 a week, boom, 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 boom. Folks, this is the most valuable use of your time. It only takes, if we add the whole thing up, now it might be spread out over 2 weeks or 3 months, doesn't matter. But the most valuable use of your time is to have quality conversations with quality people. You want to be a top earner in your business, you want to be a leader, then you want to find somebody that wants to be a top earner and a leader too. You want to find somebody that's got the same mindset that you have. You help people you bring people into your business who want to go to the top of your company. And as they succeed, they're pushing you up. That's the way it works. So let's see what he's going to say. Let me look in the chat window here. Well, this one, again, will be listed in, posted on our YouTube channel. Okay, weighing all my options. Okay. Now let's look at his profile. So advocate for his associates. I know this is nitpicking, okay? I understand, I always had a great deal of care for my employees, that's good. Strives to fight for their best interests. That's good. Make their job a place that they want to go to. Well, that's good. But I would think, well, he's not looking for a job in retail. If he was looking for a job in retail, he's not, he's talking about taking care of his people. He's not talking about teams or anything else like that. So you have to take what they give you here. Okay? But you can use it. You use their language, stay in their head through this entire process. Hold on a second. Hey, Callie, Callie, I'm, yeah,
Hey, Callie here. I'm in changing places, Denver.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm just finishing up my webinar and I'm dazzling Brian.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'll just talk to you. I was calling to check to see if you talked to Deborah Regal.
no, I haven't.
Okay.
Did you talk to her?
I just got off my plane. I'm boarding another plane right now. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what he's telling you is he took care of his people. So let's use that. Oops. That for you. Now, if he comes back and he tells you, oh man, I hated that. No, 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 no. No. Then you're not talking to somebody that wants to go where you want to go. But if he comes back and he says, you know, I love that. I love that. Then you got some potential here. Because there are other things that you could be, you know, there are other things that you could do if you really financial planning, cybersecurity, you know, maybe go back to school. Well, what? That's going to be a question. Okay, if you're going to go back to school, what are you going to go back to school for? What do you want to learn in school? Keep the conversation on them. Okay? And you'll get the answers that you need, and it doesn't take long to be able to come back to him and say, listen, Joe, you love working with people. You love building teams. Okay? Now, the most successful people in my business do that. Okay? They do that. And if you had a little recruiting background, that would certainly help. But the bottom line is, many of the former store managers that I work with have launched new careers doing all the things that they love to do in retail. Training people, team building, motivating people to be the best that they can be. Get excited about coming to work every day. They love that. You love that. There are opportunities today, right now, remote opportunities where you could do that. Now comes the question. We could say, would you like to know more about this? Well, you ask that question, they're gonna come back and say, yeah, I really would. Then the next question is gonna be, what do you know about the network marketing business model? Now you can save yourself a little time. Instead of saying, would you like to know more about this? Of course he wants to know more about this. The question would be, what do you know about the network marketing business model? And the only other potential question that might have to come up is, when I use the term network marketing, I'm referring to companies like Amway, Nu Skin. Don't be afraid of that question. Okay, don't. You should get excited when people ask that question, because you don't care what their answer is. Obviously, you'd rather have a positive answer, but if it's negative, it's okay. It really is. Because again, the past does not equal the future. And I see I have a coaching session that's scheduled now. So with that, we'll see all of you tonight in boot camp. Man, have I got some exciting things to show you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.